Yeah, man. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother, man, from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that R.O.D Podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC, representing that R.O.D, like I said, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies. Hey, look, man. We're gonna dive straight into it. It's late. I know I came on late. My apologies. I'm just now walking in through the door. I literally just washed my hands, sat down, and got this up and running, right? Now, today I was driving home, doing my runs around, my ones and twos. And shout out to this rapper named Gunna, man. Gunna is my new, young boy favorite rapper. Shout out to my son for introducing him to me. And in one of his songs, he just said something in the notion of like he's just tired. He's not, his conscience, he's getting this off his conscience. He's just not dealing with the nonsense anymore. And I'm in my thoughts, what I'm saying? I'm having a conversation with the heavenly ones. As you heard, I said the heavenly ones. We don't do monotheism. That is European. That is worship to Lucifer. Let's get it clear. Okay? So, true word. So as I'm having this conversation, I'm just like trying to just process everything. And I'm seeing everything that's going on around us. And I had to question, and I'm speaking to the creators, it's like, is it even worth me fighting and putting myself out there to try to liberate people that does not want to be liberated? Like, in all reality, our people do not want to be liberated. Even in this, what you will call the truth, even though there's no truth, there's no truth. There's no truth in this land. So what brothers and sisters is bringing forth is not truth. See, me, I speak facts. We only desire facts. We stands on facts, right? And even in this path, in this works that we're supposed to be doing, I come to the understanding like our people is really absorbed into this religion, this religious matrix that is really hard for brothers and sisters to come out of. It's like, even if you get the understanding of what you understand, it still falls in the guidelines of a religious Christianity, Judaism structure that has overtaken the minds of our people to the point where when people like myself question the very existence of such works and teachings, you're met with some level of pushback. Like, in all reality, seriousness. And I don't know how can I stress it and stress it even more. The Biblos, the story that's in the Biblos is not about us. It's just not. We're not Hebrews. We're not Jews. If you are a Bantu, you must stick to the Bantu and go find out who you are from the Bantus. Not the Bantus that's been enslaved, that's been redoctrinated by the William S. Crowley teachings. I'm talking about those that know actual history, that can pinpoint the wars, the Boer Wars, the Zulu Wars, the wars in Zimbabwe, and the list goes on. We're talking about these individuals. We talking about those that can pinpoint all at least 5 to 10 different rulers of kings and queens that rule the earth, that rule El Cabulan. Do, do you guys understand what I'm saying? You understand? And for me, I know I'm gonna be all over the place, but for me, just sitting there and just thinking about it, I'm like yo, our people is really caught up. We're following European ideologies. We're defending European ideologies. We're putting it in our minds to believe that this is facts. We first we thought we was Hebrews, but it's like, all right, we thought it was Hebrew, but none of us could speak it. Then now here we are, we Bantus. Now we're switching the Hebrew writings, and we're calling it the Bantu scrolls. And not a single Bantu person got access to these scrolls. Not one person. And I just can't. And I'm speaking to the creators, and I'm like, yo, look, Mama Love, Pops, check this out. I can't, I can't continue feeding my people this 400-year lie that got us in these same situations that we in right now. Look at the state of the world. The UN just passed, they just finished having a summit, and they're about to unleash these new laws and regulations that's gonna go and affect people like myself, people that's like putting themselves out there, giving information, teaching, guiding, bringing us closer to our ancestors and our creators. They got rules in place for people like myself. And I'm saying, wait, I got children. Is it even worth me putting myself out there to fight for individuals who don't want nobody fighting for them? Brothers and sisters are really absorbed to the European ideologies, doctrinations, and they do not want to remove themselves. Don't want to remove themselves. I got people telling me I gotta cleave on, listen, the Bible is the word. How can the Bible be the word when the Bible got lies in it? And we know that it got lies. So we're gonna go around that and say, we know that it's lies, but it's still the truth. What? When does hot and cold go together? When does winter and summer goes together? When? But we put it in our minds to believe this, and I understand why you put it in your mind to believe this, because when you are an individual, a group of people that's been removed from your culture, you will do anything in your power to put yourself in a position of prestige because it will make you feel good. It will make you feel good and look the other people who gave you names and titles. You will look at them like, I know what this is and you can't do this to me no more. It's cool. But you're doing all of that for no reason because, for one, what you're claiming to be is not us. What you are adapting to, what you're claiming to be your heritage, is not you. We got black people arguing with black people, telling black people that these Europeans took their culture. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Deuteronomy chapter 28? Okay, cool. Deuteronomy chapter 28 does not give a clear indication of people's DNA, bro. Guess what? The Irish people was put on ships too. Guess what? Prisoners of England was put on ships too. It doesn't add up, bro. It doesn't add up. I'm reading and I'm trying to pinpoint all these kings. King David, King Solomon, and I'm trying to associate that and pinpoint that in Africa, and I can't find it. I can't find it. And I ask questions like, okay, so how did King David, who then had Solomon, which means after Solomon, the royalship still goes on. How did it fall so bad to the point where the man is a carpenter? How? How? Show me where in history that else happened to other people, other prestige people. Where? How? And yet nobody knows of these people? All right, yeah, nah, that's King Solomon's son right there. We got to hold them down. Yeah, we lost our position, but we got to hold them down. In fact, not only we got to hold them down, we're going to still continue fighting to put this person back in the air, into the throne where he belongs. Nobody does this. This story is not about us. I'm telling you this because I've been reading. I'm reading everything. I'm tapping into everything, guys. I'm tapping into everything. I'm reading it all. They said this is the Dead Sea. This is the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? This is the Bantu Scrolls. The Bantu Scrolls is supposed to be this. I'm reading it. And upon my discoveries, it's the same plagiary that you see in the Biblos. It's the same script. Nothing changes. They're writing a story. They're creating their own history, bro. And I'm sitting there and I'm driving and I'm saying to myself, how is it we are doing everything the Biblos is saying to do, but yet everybody else is receiving power? What is the three powerful nations on this earth? And what is the religion that's associated with them? We know Arabs, they got Islam. We know Christianity got, Christianity and Judaism, same thing, European. And last but not least, we got the Chinese that's creeping in. They're creeping in. I don't separate Judaism from Christianity because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I can't associate the two. I mean, separate the two. You understand? And then I'm seeing people come on, I have a lot of traction coming on my Instagram. Shout out to those that's, supporting, subscribing, you know what I'm saying, leaving feedback. Shout out to the celebrities. That's the works that we putting in is really being seen. But that's neither here nor there. I'm seeing brothers and sisters commenting and giving in interjection doctrine, right? This is an introduction doctrine that I've been seeing. So I posted something and I said, Edom is not the European. You will always find the Hebrews that gotta have something to say. Edom is the white man. Edom is this. Read the book of Obadiah. I read the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah said that their hands would get chopped off. Show me abundance of Europeans whose hands was chopped off. Show it me. Oh, that's the prophecy that's coming. Listen, every single prophecy from Genesis all the way to the book of Jude has happened. The book of Revelations, what you guys are witnessing is propaganda. They're setting up the stage, but they're giving you bits and pieces so you can still be focused and believe in a book that these people gave you and told you that this is about. Matter of fact, they never told you it was about you. You listen to people like William S. Crowdy, Frank Cherry, and all the other individuals who compiled and put things together to give you a story. I told you I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna switch it up for December conversations. December conversations, we're gonna start off by reading some books. These are the conversations. We're gonna have a conversation on the things that I've uncovered, and we're gonna go through it together. We're not gonna go teach this nonsense no more because this nonsense doesn't make no sense. We got brothers that's literally standing on insertions. You're standing on an insertion. Where's the facts? Where's the historical? Where's the archaeological? Where's the scientific? Show me the facts. Show me the facts. We only want the facts. If it's not facts, then it's caps, and we don't deal with that. That's a fact. You have to show it to me, bro. You have to show it to me. There's lies, too much contradictions, too much plagiarism within a book for me to hold this book as the holy grail. Is there educational pieces inside of it? Is there informational pieces inside of it? Absolutely. But I cannot let my foundation be evolved around it because my whole entire generation has evolved around it. And look at the condition that they're in. We calling on these gods, these Yahwehs, Yahwehs, Yahushuas, and everybody who's claiming such religions are the one that's prospering while we still suffering. And now here we are in this so-called next phase of enlightenment. Now we want to associate the creators' names. We want to associate Sunini Nanini with European ideology. And we're met with, we're met with, the devil can't change everything. What? What? Well, all the wicked that this devil has done, you telling me that he can't change the word of God, knowing that the entire word of God has been plagiarized? If you can't change the word of God, why are you translating it? That's another change. You see what I'm saying? It's another change. You really believe that these people can't change it? These niggas change everything. They change everything, people. Let's get out of the phase of ignorance. I was told that my chest is out. Maybe it's you guys that need to push your chest down and realize what's really going on. Dudes be doing all of these studies and you telling me all this research everybody's doing and you not landing in front of this? That means in your mind you subconsciously subject to following the ways of a religion. Christianity is a religion. Israelism is a religion. All of it is a religion. It is not righteous, and you wondering why we're still suffering. You see, I separate myself from religion. Like, nah. This is religion. When I see how brothers is acting, oh, this is cultish behavior. This is a religion. Only religion create cults. Righteousness doesn't create cults. Because through righteousness, you must operate in decency and order, love, unity, prosperity. I got your back, you got my back. I'm a warrior. I don't need to cleave under no man. That's weird. I'm a warrior. I'm in the front lines. It's either I got your front, you got my back. If it ain't that, I'm not cleaving onto no man, especially when the man them not speaking anything that I don't know of. Not doing it. Not doing it. No, am I going to continue teaching you guys the sit still doctrine, the repetitive doctrine. It's like it's on repeat, guys. I can't even watch Martin on repeat. I don't know how you guys can still listen to the same dialect over and over and over again. It's like, all right, cool, gotcha, granted. All right, so what we doing now? How do we establish ourselves? How do we prep ourselves for when things hit the fan? Don't tell me about feast days. Don't tell me about gatherings. That's cool. It's all dandy. But what are we doing when things hit the fan? Because things is about to hit the fan. True word. Things about to hit the fan. What are we doing? What can we do if the pandemic took place right now? If we close our eyes tonight and woke up and we seen on the news this is going on, how do we connect? If an EMP went off right now, how will we get in contact with each other? How? How? You know why these things don't go through people's minds? Because individuals is too caught up into the sit still doctrine. Sit still, relax. Sunini got you. Sunini not. And things that's gonna forbid us from moving, gonna forbid us from eating, it's gonna forbid us from growing, it's gonna forbid us from even gathering. You don't even know. You guys don't even know where we headed. Oh yeah, you won't know because you're so focused on propaganda, aka prophecy, that they're telling you, and you're not paying attention to the real thing, what they're doing behind the scenes. True word. Every time my phone go off, that's the creator saying message. But we sitting here not understanding the times that we are in. When the Biblos tell you that the end time, the end will be when the chosen people, the beautiful skinned people, denounce every single religion placed in front of us, and we are on that path. Man, shout out to the children. I was going to do a lesson one of these days and show you the decline of religion, massive decline. But guess where religion is at an all-time high? El Kebulan. Guess where religion is at an all-time high? El Kebulan. That means these people are working day in, day out while we sitting here going over precepts, verses, read this, that. We doing all of that while they are taking over our land. When one African person hurt, all of us hurt. When one land is under attack, all of us is under attack. We have to separate ourselves from the ideologies. This is what comes with the cultist religious teachings. You guys are following occultist religious teachings. You calling on a father that is occultist religious teachings. That is from who? The Orsinian family, Orsini family. That's where you get the Godfather from. That's where the Pope is considered as the father. That's where that was interjected. You will not find nowhere in the Old Testament where Abram, Isaac, Jacob call their creator father, or the creators, because they remove it. When you look into the Septuagint or the comprehension Bible, you will see in the beginning the Elohims, which means plural, which means male and female, created the heavens and the earth. When you look into the book that I gave you in the New Testament, it tells you, your Savior says, when you pray, you said, my parents, meaning your father and your mother who are in heaven, holy be their names, their names. And this is not me. Ever since I came forth with this, the creator's just been dropping bombs. Every single one of you guys, when you praying at night or having a conversation, when Mama Love, when you give reference to Mama Love, you know how good you feel. You know how complete you feel. You know how balanced you feel. But because it's me, the original, the NBIC came out and started talking this. Brothers feel like I'm being big. I'm being prideful. My chest is out. Me, the most humblest person you could ever meet in your life. Humblest. But I stand on facts. I don't base my understanding of insertions and beliefs. I'm off that. I'm off that. I'm the same way you guys thinking that you speaking to people in the land, I'm doing that as well. But the people that I'm talking to are the people that's not subjected to no religion. I'm speaking to those that's these the interjections, bro. And guess what? Some of them is young just like me. You see, this is the generation that's gonna lead the movement. It's the young ones like me. Yeah, you know, we the ones. That fire that's burning, we the ones. All the old wines and the coconuts, the time is ticking. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And then the young bucks and the OGs is gonna take the reign, and dudes is gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna do what we have to do. You see what Abraham is doing out there? You see what's going on? This is the generation. Nobody wants to sit still doctrine no more, bro. We don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not teaching it. I'm not teaching you to sit still. The conversations that we need to have is, all right, how do we build? What you need me to do? What you need me to do? This is what I need you to do. I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And when my bro comes back from Africa, we're gonna have a chop up. I have a sit down with him. I'm gonna bring my other mans and my other mans. We're gonna all sit down at the table and we're gonna figure something out. Because I got sisters that I gotta protect. I got brothers, I got children that I gotta protect. Ain't no time for this. Look, ain't no time. Ain't no time. And I ain't about to be under no man. I'm a warrior. Warriors don't be up under no man. You be up under a man when you are a child and you trying to learn. I've did this way too long. I've been in this field way too long. Even before I was in this Hebrew stuff, I was already outside. Was already outside. Okay? I was already outside. And I came back inside to figure out what was the cause of our demise. And I realized the cause of our demise is nothing more than the religion that these people forced upon my people. That we got now, people trying to tell our people that this is what we was doing then, and they stole it from us. Pure madness. So how did the slaves end up in the west side, the west shores of America, the east side of America, and have no recollection of Christianity? Don't know what that was. In fact, the slave masters said that we was not even worthy enough to even worship their religion. But they was tired of us doing our African dances, our rituals, and all of that. The ones that they deemed and told you was evil. That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing. And they seen what the Haitians was doing, how the Haiti liberated Cuba, Dominican Republic, Louisiana, even Greece. Yeah, Greece. Yeah, yeah. They're not gonna tell you that, but I got the intel. Yeah, yeah. The reason why the Haitians fell is because the Haitians started adding Christianity to their lifestyle. Remember, a lot of the Aisins was mulattoes, meaning half white, half black. Okay, and once that European is in your bloodstream, it's hard to take that joint out. It's like when you put ink inside of a water, right? You put ink inside of a glass of water. What happens? You can no longer write with the ink, and you can't drink the water. It's just damaged goods, and that's what happened with our people. But the voodoo, and all the other African spiritual connections that we was doing, we stood tall. We stood tall. We was fighting. We kept fighting. We was winning. They had to come. They had to bring guns because they could not. They could not withstand the wrath that we was doing with our bare hands. But the problem with us is after we won the wars, we was still intermingling with their women. We was still intermingling with their women. We just couldn't. That's not just let them go. Like remove them. Don't come here. We was still intermingling. That's part of our demise. That we having children, and then when you intermingling, you start having a soft spot, right? There's no person that's gonna try to liberate black people when they are in a relationship with the enemy. That's not gonna work. Subconsciously, you're not gonna your viewpoints is gonna be different. You're gonna be more subtle with it. That's what happened with us. We got more subtle. We put our guards down because we was dealing with their women, and they like, look, man, we family. And when you was asleep, they slice your neck. You hear? This is what they do. This is chess, not checkers. This is the art of war, fam. Every single Bantu that's on the face of this earth should get a book called The Art of War. You should be reading it more than you reading your goddamn biblos. Because at least with the art of war, you could know how the enemy is moving with you. The art of war is still being taught today in children that's in Harvard. To this day, you should be reading The Art of War instead of reading the biblos and being fed the same repetitive story. If you've been a part of the Hebrews, it's the same story. This Hebrew nonsense came into South Africa in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Facts. By a West Indian dude that was taught by who? William S. Crowdy. He was a visionary, what they call it? Evangelist. He evangelized the whole region of South Africa. And he had a large following too. So you get a large following. Just imagine at 18, in the late 1800s to the early 1900s, just imagine how much people you have converted to fast forward to now. How much people, think about that. How much people then subject themselves to such ideology. Generations. Come on now. Come on now. We have to wake up, people. We have to wake up. But how do you identify the names? They put it there. Remember, King James wanted the whole South Africa for himself. The whole royal empire wanted the African land, South Africa, for themselves, which they got now, by the way. Cecil Rose, etc. Johannesburg. These niggas is taking lands and name them after themselves. Kruger Park. Come on now, stop. Stop with the madness. They put these names within the Biblos so you guys can look at the book and say that this book is the true word of God. Remember, the objective was to remove your God, your gods, and what you used to worship, and say that is wrong. And they didn't come after the elderlies. They let the elderlies die off or they was killed. Okay? They was teaching the children. You can read that in the Leopold letter. They was teaching the children. The focus is on the children, similar to what you see now. They're not after the adults. They're after your children. Your child is the objective, because whatever we give your child, right? We already been programmed to tell our children, whatever you learn in school, whatever your teacher tells you, you better listen. We already programmed them. So when they go to school and whatever the teacher tells them, they're going to listen. So if that teacher says, yeah, it's okay to be a fish, guess what? Mommy, I want to be a fish. Why? Who told you to be a fish? My teacher. Don't be listening to your teacher, but you told me I have to listen to my teacher. You see how I get you? So you take this ideology and this concept and you fast forward 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years, 200 years. What do you get? What do you get? You get a lost, reprogrammed generation that does not know left from right, up from down, to have total disconnect of who their creators are. And the ones that do have the connection and understanding of who their creators are the ones that's what? Ostracized by the civilization. Society puts them like they're crazy, like they're nuts. See, in order for you to be prosperous, in order for you to be accepted, you must first accept their religion. See, we ain't doing that over here. And I know a lot of you guys been upset. I know a lot of you guys been upset. You've been like, damn, what's up with Junns, man? Junns he seemed like he's not with Sunini no more. He seemed like he's not with the elder no more. He said, I'm always with the creators. Always, to the death of time. I'm with my ancestors. I'm just not with the ideologies that's given unto us by Europeans. I'm just not. Especially when I done my homework and I realized this doesn't make sense. With the name King Solomon, Solomon is three versions of how to say on in their language. A man the man that have control with demons. That's when we are told, according to the command, you're not supposed to even have such power. But is it worth me putting everything aside and risking myself to defend? I don't know. I don't know. I think about this at least once a month. I don't know. I don't think you guys are worth my time. No disrespect. But what I mean by that is you guys are so indoctrinated by the philosophies. Philosophy, not facts. Philosophy. And we're fighting each other. We're name calling for a belief that has absolutely no facts. No facts. No historical, scientific, no facts outside of these religious texts. You can't find no facts of such ideology. And we're using that like it's the Holy Grail. I would never to this day, I would never ever put of something that I believe to override how I feel about my mans or my nigga. And yeah, I said niggas because niggas is potent. The niggas means royalty. So when I say that that's out of love, that's genuine. Don't let these Europeans feed you this ideology and make you feel some type of way. Do your own homework, man. Please. This is the problem. We're not doing our homework. We're not checking ourselves. We're letting people come before you and just give you ideologies and say, yep, it's the truth. Check me. Like I say all the time, prove me wrong. You think I'm not open for correction? Please prove me wrong. But I'm not gonna come out here and talk anything that I don't know nothing about. Prove me wrong. Prove to me that Sunini Nanini is father. Prove that to me. And then show me where in Africa where a name, somebody's mentioned twice, Nini twice as one person's name. Show it to me. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Show it to me. Show it to me. Show me why Nanini is being mentioned by herself. And when you listen to the songs that's being made, it's love songs. That's the femininity. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Somebody put some pimping in it. I know. And when you listen to Sunini, it's aggressive, warrior, connection. Masculine. Yeah. Yeah. And this is not me being big chest. I'm not big chest when I say this. I'm not. But the problem is religion got brothers and sisters high-minded, big chest out, denouncing their culture and their upbringings because they receive writings and literature from Europeans. Trust me, if Europeans could control stuff like voodoo, they'll tell you that it's the best thing ever. But because they can't control it, because they don't have no understanding behind it, because it would never attach to them, they just demonize it altogether. But yet give you a religion that does exactly what voodoo doing. When you read the book of Leviticus, sacrifices and stuff, the draining of blood, that's what's done in voodoo. Drinking the blood, right? That's what's done in voodoo. And you don't drink the blood. You pour the blood on you and let it spill on your body. That's what's done in voodoo. But they do that in Leviticus. When are you guys are going to realize that they created a story? They took everything of ours and created their own story. That's literally about them. No African, no black person exited from Egypt. That was the Sashu people. All of that is a lie. There was all these plagues and all that is a lie. If think about this, if it was a plague, then why then why was uh, 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 your savior having to go live there for 7 years if there was a plague? If it was a dirt field, if it was desolate, if it was Arab, why would a man of color go over there and dwell there for 7 years when I'm being found or caught? Come on, stop. Foolishness. Foolish. I'm gonna pose a question, and I want you guys to put this in the comments. I'm gonna pose a question. I'm gonna gracefully bow while I'm starving. Why didn't the creators? Oh no, let me say it. Let me say it according to the Bible. Why didn't God just kill the devil and get evil, remove evil from the world instead of killing millions, and I mean millions of people, even innocent children and women, when all you had to do was just take out one man? And why is this one man still running rapid? You have yet to take your wrath out on him, but you take the wrath out on every single one of us. And the response that I'm going to get, I kid you not, we all got free will. Yeah. But listen, people, if it's your first time, I hope it's not your last time. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Said this to your family and your friends. And my question still asks, is it worth me trying to liberate and save my people from the matrix of religion? Is it worth it? I don't know. I still got to meditate on it. I'm allowed the creators to talk to me. Okay? But if it's your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, wait, hold on. Let me say it again. If it's your first time, I hope it's not your last time. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, that means I'm still on your mind. That means we got to stay on that grind because it is time. Time for what? Time for you to go get yours because I am going to get mine. And if you don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC, aka Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenites next. No, it's to continue keeping my foot on Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Islam, and all the other isms that's keeping us in spiritual prison. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Listen to the creator. One half of the creator say it one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. Wow.